Holy shit, my AC is way colder now.
Okay guys, I got a really good video for you today. Now, this is on a 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee, but this could really apply to any car that does not have a heater valve in it. Today, I'm going to show you how to add a heater valve so that way your evaporator and your heater core aren't fighting each other, and you can cut out all that hot heat going into the heater core safely and, you know, with basically just the flip of a switch. And especially you Florida guys, I know you're gonna need this one because man, that hot heat down there is freaking brutal. I'm up here in Maine right now and I'm sweating my balls off, so I really feel sorry for you guys. This is just fast forwarded here. This is the heater valve installed. Let me show you guys how to get it all done. So first, what you need to do is figure out the patterns of this thing. So you need to figure out what position is going to be with no heat and what position is going to be free flow or just regular flow. So as you can see, I went ahead and made one diagram here, and basically I plan on having it like that up in here. So I made a mark basically saying no heat, so that way you know one direction is no heat, and then obviously the other direction is going to be your free flow. And now you just kind of figure out where you want it. I'm going to cut it there and then place those two there and then those two right there. Easiest way to cut those is going to be with a fresh razor blade. Those suckers went right through. So just a little tip for you. So as you can see, the new heater valve came with 4 new stainless steel hose clamps. So we're gonna go ahead and use those. Let's go ahead and get a socket. That looks like a 7 or 8. You always wanna tighten these with a socket instead of a screwdriver because the socket is always gonna get it tighter. Okay, so this is where I'm at the moment. Right after I made the cut, what I did was I put all 4 hose clamps on. I tightened them just so they wouldn't move or fall, and I put them all in a direction that would make them easy to tighten. You see what I mean? I didn't just throw them on. I actually put some thought into having all the heads popping out so that way you can take it on, take it off. So that's where I'm at right now. Let's go ahead and get this all tightened up, fill her up, and then let's test it out. All right, we got her all buttoned up. Doesn't look too bad, honestly. Looks pretty good. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we have it turned to where it's free flowing all the way. We want to fill up the whole system, burp it, and then when everything is good, when your heater core is full and all that, then we want to turn it to no heat, because you want to make sure your whole system is full and ready and not empty, because if you turn it to no heat and turn it back and forth, you'll have huge bubbles. So let's go ahead and get the system filled how it's supposed to be, and then we'll turn it to no heat when we're ready. All right, so I'm getting the radiator filled up. I'm just double checking all my connections, making sure everything is tight. Like I said, make sure to use a socket, not a Phillips head or a flat head, because that will not tighten it like a socket will. Just double checking everything, cleaning everything up, and then we're gonna run it with the heat on full blast. Make sure we have full heat function, and then when everything's good and we're all bled, then that's when we want to turn our heat off, or our heater valve off. And then obviously you'll probably have to let it sit overnight to get the full function of it, but the next day try your AC out and hopefully that sucker will be as cold as ice. Okay guys, now that my heat is blazing hot, I'm going to let it run for a little bit. I'm gonna make my journey home, and then as soon as I get home, what I'll do is I'll let everything cool off, and then in the morning I will turn the heater valve to where it's no heat, and then we'll try out the AC in the morning. But hey, for now, that's all we really got to do. So, I mean, if you really wanted to, and you didn't care that much, you could turn it off now. But I want to try and at least do it the right way, so that way I don't have big air bubbles in my system. Because we did have to drain it, and that did, you know, pull a lot of it out of the heater core, so you want to get all that full and ready, so that way if you need your heat, you can turn it on and boom, it's ready. Because that's really the point of this thing, you know? So okay guys, the Jeep has ran its full heat cycle. Everything is nice and cooled down. So now I'm gonna turn this sucker off. Boom. All right, let's see how she does. Guys, honestly, this upgrade is one of the most exciting upgrades I've done in a while, because I'll be honest with you, I put a lot of work and hard energy into rebuilding my whole entire HVAC box, redoing everything in the engine, my entire cooling system, all the hoses. I mean, my heat that was coming out of here was blistering hot. I put a brand new Mopar heater core in this sucker. I took the whole box apart. I lined the inside with what do you call that, the shiny aluminum tape, so you know, basically there's no leaks and you get better what's the word I'm looking for, you basically just get like an ice box in there. You know how when you put something hot or cold in a cooler and it just stays because it's insulated? That's the word I'm looking for. I insulated it really nicely. I mean, you can look at my channel and see all the work I did. Go to my playlist. But anyways, what I'm trying to get at is, I feel like I did such a good job on rebuilding everything. My HVAC box was just like blistering with heat also. And I mean, it gets to a point where when it's so hot, it just, you know, that heat's gonna make its way out eventually. And this design is basically the doors hold, one side is hot, one side is cold, so that heat can seep up through. And just for the fact that when I change this, how much more colder my AC is, it's wild. It's kind of hard to believe these Jeeps don't come with a heater valve in them, but man, I really highly suggest this. My AC is freezing now. I'm not gonna lie, it was decent before, but definitely feel like my heater core and my evaporator were fighting each other, and now they're just chilling by themselves, you know what I mean? And whenever I need heat, I'll just flip my little switch and I'm good to go. Right off the bat, let me tell you what, this AC is way colder than it usually is. Holy crap. So I just got in my car, I just turned on the AC right away, and like, I'm telling you, it feels like chilly right away. Usually it did take a little while to warm up on it, like for the AC to get cold, not to warm up. You know, I do have a completely new AC system, compressor, all that, you know, good stuff. But, you know, I had the heater box apart, and it's not 100% completely sealed from heater core to evaporator. So, you know, that hot heat in the air box definitely affects the evaporator core. And, you know, that's why some cars come with a stock heater control valve, is because, you know, it keeps that cold air, or that keeps that hot air out of the heater box, and it just allows that evaporator to work at full potential. So anyways, I'm pretty happy with my little upgrade. I hope you guys are happy with my upgrade. Anyways guys, I hope you all have a good one. I will see you in the next video. Peace.